Hello everyone and welcome to the Wolfside channel. Today with a very special topic. Always special. Because a lot of Mortal Online 2 players won't adapt to the new meta as always. What I mean by that is that Star Wars is changing the game constantly, like every other MMO also changes constantly over time. For example, nerfing, I don't know, some magic spells, buffing some weapon categories, or nerfing some of this categories or something like that. And a lot of people are, instead of embracing the changes, are constantly complaining about these changes. I mean, just a short reminder, for example, if you were there 11 years ago, maybe you were there, maybe not, but there was a time where Mortal Online was called Great Blade Online because everyone was running around with a Great Blade because every other weapon type was fucking useless. Then they changed that because they saw that this is a shit idea, that this game is called Great Blade Online, or maybe Fireball Online or something like that. And now 10 years ago, so you are the successor of that people that played Mortal Online 1. You need to understand that even then, 10 years ago, so many people got so fucking pissed and so angry about Star Wars that they nerfed the Great Blades because everyone was a Great Blade fighter. Of course everyone was a Great Blade fighter because that was the only option. And then they changed it, and then of course a lot of people were fucking pissed. Of course. And to summon that up, I mean, now it's not different in any way. Star Wars is changing something. For example, the elementalism spells for the PTR. So this will come with the next territorial control patch. And people are complaining. Of course they are complaining. And I have all the right to complain about all the changes all the time because I started as a Great Blade fighter. Then I was a polearm fighter. Then I was a mounted axe fighter. Then I was a hammer fighter. And then I also was a spear fighter. Then I kept the spears even after they nerfed it because I said, fuck you, Star Wars. I will not change my standard layout again. And that is exactly the point. And now from Mortal Online 1 to Mortal Online 2, they have learned that they should change stuff, that they should balance stuff, but they shouldn't do it so often like they did in Mortal Online 1. And this is great that they actually do that they actually care about us all. But here comes the tricky part. If a lot of people complaining about the fireball gets nerfed, then a lot of people are also angry because the fireball is nerfed, because they made a specific character just to do that, just to be the 10% ahead of anyone other in PvP and stuff like that. And then it gets nerfed and they are fucking pissed. Of course they are fucking pissed. And people need to understand that balancing a MMORPG is a never-ending story. You will always piss someone off. If you change a single value in whatever stuff, you are always pissing on people. Always. What I mean by that is, no. You know, it's good that Star Wars is updating the balance on the game. This is good. That is healthy for a game. Even if a lot of people are complaining about some changes or stuff like that, it is better for the future instead of going with the shit we have right now. And that is fucking perfect that they really understood that they need to change that in Mortal Online 2, and they actually do that. And I'm very grateful that they actually listen to us. I mean, if we all as a community say, hey Star Wars, this is shit, please change that, then they will change that. Of course, this will need some time, but they will change that. Of course, because we all want that. And there are not so much games out there where the developers actually listen to their community. I mean, there are a lot of examples out there. You just have to look at the MMORPG market. You will see a lot of examples that some developers are doing this in a very stupid way where they won't listen to the community and they will just make their own shit, and then the game starts to decline and everything is going to shit. And a very good example is the balance in the Beast Mastery, the balance in using pets, the balance in using pets in combat, the balance in using dominated whatever pets. This is just a good example. And now the much more interesting thing is, what is Henrik saying to all this? Just of the example of the pets, for example. Because balance is a never-ending discussion. We will have this discussion every year, every time, with all stuff that is in-game. And the most interesting thing about that is what Henrik thinks about that.
I think many complaining about pets never play UO. Multiple pet dragons, these dudes will cry. Yeah. Obviously coming from those old games have the experience, that's for sure. But the thing also, there's many circumstances in our game where someone pick their style and then there's someone going there to fight them and they say, nerf it, I refuse to adapt or counter it. Well, is it magic? Yeah. Okay, what's your psi? 10. Okay, do you have any resistance? No. Do you have anything? No. Well, That's why you take damage, you know. So obviously we have to keep that in mind as well, that okay, if you think you should take less damage and that's your main problem, you can actually do some things to reduce it, right? And there's obviously a lot of people doing that, adapting and tweaking their characters to be able to efficiently handle those cases where they do want to be efficient, right? Same thing with pets. Well, I'm trying to outrun it. Well, do you have any counters at all? Do you have? Yes, I have magic. I have friends. We just die, all of us, or we don't focus the pet all. Well, have we tried some spells that actually gimps the pets? No, that's an option. So there are more options that people want to adapt to or refuse to see that there are options. And that means also we can't just, rush to changes because a few people refuses to use some of those functions while the rest says, what the hell are you doing? I adapt to that and I have that as a tactical component, and I'm tweaking my skills different from everyone else because I want to have a more wide efficient character, or whatever that reason may be. But like I said, we are adding more and more of those options as well. We're eventually going to have traps. You're going to be able to throw around traps, which means you can trap a pet so they're stuck. Obviously, that could be very powerful for a melee fighter that doesn't want to do anything but to disable the pet at that circumstance, right? We're getting those options just like we're getting special abilities for all classes, and those will give a lot of options for everyone to enjoy. You can pick them up or you can ignore them, obviously, also.
So now I'm pretty interested in how the special abilities will look like and how the special moves will actually play out. I mean, do we have then the prima ballerina combat style as well? Or will it change, or no one knows. But the main thing is, if Star Wars patches stuff in, like the special mechanics, the special moves, the special moves and the special stuff, you have two choices. Either you quit or you adapt to the stuff you dealt with. If the balance is changed with the special moves, they will change. The whole combat styles will completely change with the special moves and stuff like that. Either you adapt to it or you don't. If you don't, then you may be getting fucked a lot. And if you adapt to the changes, maybe you are the fucker. #no homo. And before I'm getting any mean LGBTQ comments again, yeah, I'm aware that you people exist. But when I'm saying but now and explaining something, then I'm the asshole. So I will just stop here. So anyway, please take part in the voting. I made a voting that is listed in the description below. Then Star Wars can see some voting data on if you actually like balanced stuff or not, or if you are okay with balancing stuff every month or something like that. But anyway, please leave a like and subscribe. Would be really awesome. Everything helps, and ring, ring, ring the bell. And special thanks to all the supporters, of course. Carmel, Professor, Lukario, Rhonus, Paarthurnax, Cologne, Bulldog, Giovanni, Vargas, Greta, you, and all the others, of course. And never forget to make party hard. And see you all next time. Goodbye.